October 21st, 1978. A small Cessna takes off from Moorabbin Airport in Melbourne. The pilot is young, only 20 years old, eager to prove himself. The weather is clear, the aircraft is fueled, the flight should be routine. But just 45 minutes later, his voice cuts across the radio.
Is there any known traffic below 5,000 feet?
No known traffic.
Seems to be a large aircraft below 5,000 feet.
What type of aircraft is it?
I cannot confirm. It's four bright, seems to me like landing lights.
He reports being shadowed by an aircraft with strange lights. An aircraft that doesn't appear on radar. He describes it as metallic, with a green glow.
It's also got a green light and a sort of metallic, like it's shiny on the outside. I cannot identify it. It has such speed. It's before me right now, Melbourne.
How large would the object be?
Seems like it's stationary. What it's doing right now is orbiting. The thing is just orbiting on top of me.
Minutes later, his words take a darker turn.
That strange aircraft's hovering on top of me again. It's hovering and it's not an aircraft.
All that remains is 17 seconds of chilling metallic noise. And nothing else. No wreckage, no body, no trace of the plane has ever been found. This is the story of Frederick Valentich. Welcome to Mysteries Retold. Frederick Valentich was just 20 years old, the son of Italian immigrants, Guido and Alberta, who had left Trieste for Australia. Frederick dreamed of the skies. He wanted to join the Royal Australian Air Force, but failed to qualify. He tried for his commercial licence and failed twice. Still, he wasn't giving up. By 1978, he had logged around 150 hours of flight time and earned a Class 4 instrument rating. That meant he was cleared to fly at night, as long as conditions were good. But he wasn't flawless. 3 warnings on his record. 1 for flying into restricted airspace, 2 for blundering into cloud banks. His instructors described him as a good but not exceptional pilot. But Frederick had another passion: UFOs. He devoured books on extraterrestrials, collected newspaper clippings, and even managed to access restricted RAAF UFO files. His father stated, Fred was fascinated by UFOs, but he feared they could be hostile. Just months earlier, he and his mother had seen a strange, motionless light in the night sky, brighter than a star. They watched as it suddenly shot away at incredible speed. For Fred, it was proof, and perhaps a warning. October 21st, 1978. Moorabbin Airport, Melbourne. At 6:19 p.m, Valentich takes off in a rented Cessna. Destination: King Island, across the Bass Strait. On paper, it's a simple flight, but even his reasons for going are mysterious. To one person, he said he was meeting friends. To another, that he was collecting seafood, shrimp. Oddly, he loaded 4 life jackets into the plane, though he was flying alone. Stranger still, he never contacted King Island Airport for landing clearance, something every pilot is expected to do. For 45 minutes, everything seems routine. The Cessna cruises south over the Strait at 4,500 feet. Then at 7:06 p.m, the first unsettling radio call comes in.
This is Delta Sierra Juliet. Is there any known traffic below 5,000 feet?
No known traffic.
Controllers checked. The sky was clear, no other aircraft anywhere near him. But Valentich persisted.
Seems to be a large aircraft below 5,000 feet.
What type of aircraft is it?
I cannot confirm. It's 4 bright, seems to me like landing lights.
He said a large craft had passed over him at high speed with 4 bright lights. 1,000 feet above. He sounded uneasy, but not panicked. Then his voice changed. He said the craft was orbiting above him.
I cannot identify it. It has such speed. Seems like it's stationary. What it's doing right now is orbiting. The thing is just orbiting on top of me.
He described it as shiny, metallic, with a green light. He reported its movement as unusual. Then came his final words.
That strange aircraft's hovering on top of me again. It's hovering and it's not an aircraft.
It's not an aircraft. For the next 17 seconds, the radio stayed open. Metallic scraping noises filled the channel. Not engine noise, not interference. Something else. Then silence. Rescue efforts launched immediately. Aircraft, naval ships, Coast Guard, all sweeping the Bass Strait through the night. But nothing was found. No wreckage, no oil slick, no body. It was as if plane and pilot had been erased from existence. Witnesses began to come forward. On the same night, multiple people across southern Australia reported strange lights. Farmers, motorists, even other pilots described a glowing green orb hovering in the sky, darting and shifting in ways no aircraft could. Some said it followed Valentich's Cessna before he disappeared. 6 weeks later, an amateur photographer named Roy Manifold revealed something extraordinary. That night, as Valentich vanished, Manifold had been photographing the sunset at Cape Otway, almost directly under Frederick's flight path. In one frame, he captured a strange metallic object rising from the water. Kodak confirmed it wasn't film damage. Later analysis said it was a solid object, 7 to 21 metres across. Some argued it looked like a sphere of reflective metal, surrounded by mist, as though it had just emerged from the sea. And the timestamp? Moments before Valentich's transmission. So what really happened that night? The suicide theory. Some believe Valentich, crushed by failures, staged his own end. His excuses for flying to King Island were contradictory. He never called the airport. Maybe, they argue, he invented the UFO story to mask a suicide. But his family and girlfriend insisted he was happy, making plans, full of life. And if he chose to end it all, why no wreckage? The accident theory. Skeptics suggest pilot error, that Valentich became disoriented, flying upside down, mistaking his own reflection for a UFO. But his plane's fuel system would have failed quickly if inverted, and no crash site was ever found. He sure sounded calm for someone flying upside down. The hoax theory. Could Frederick have staged the UFO call to make himself famous? He was obsessed with extraterrestrials. But the metallic noises, the panic in his voice, experts who heard the tape say it would have been nearly impossible to fake. But could Frederick have been obsessed with becoming the star of his own UFO story? The cover-up. The Department of Transport's report painted him as incompetent, even mocked his intelligence. Some say this was deliberate, discrediting the pilot to bury what he reported. For years, the official file was said to be lost. Then, decades later, parts surfaced in the archives. They suggested wreckage had actually been found in 1983 with a serial number fragment, possibly matching Valentich's Cessna. But if true, why was it hidden? And why has the full wreckage never been confirmed? The UFO theory. Then, of course, the explanation Valentich himself gave in his last words. That he encountered something not of this earth. The green lights. The metallic object photographed at Cape Otway. The reports from dozens of witnesses across southern Australia. His father's chilling statement. They would not have taken him unless they wanted him. They got him and they took him. And the final 17 seconds of noise. Harsh, metallic, unearthly, still unexplained. His body has never been found. His last transmission still sends chills down the spine. Was he a young man overcome by obsession? The victim of an accident, incompetence, or conspiracy? Or did he stumble into something far beyond human comprehension? Perhaps the truth lies at the bottom of the Bass Strait. Perhaps it lies in the stars. Until we know, Frederick Valentich's voice remains an echo from the darkness.
That strange aircraft hovering on top of me again. It's hovering and it's not an aircraft.
Thank you for watching Mysteries Retold. Have you enjoyed this story? Did we miss any information? What are your thoughts? Drop us a comment. We read them all and would love to hear from you. Do you have a story you'd like to see on the channel? Has something you can't explain happened to you? Well, let us know, and your story could be next. Until next time, keep your eyes open and never stop searching for the truth. Good night, folks.